So this is a review of the Altra Timp 5s, and I've hiked in these shoes about 500 miles and just wanted to give a real quick reaction and review of what I thought of the shoes. And this is a version of them that I've hiked about 20 miles in, and so I liked them enough that I bought another pair of them. And so after 500 miles or so, these are actually in pretty decent shape. The things I like about them, so they are extremely comfortable. Now, my feet are somewhat unique in that I have narrow feet, I have flat feet, and so I don't really need a lot of extra room in the toe box. I do like that they do have some extra room in the toe box, but the thing about these is that it's not going to be as much as like the Lone Peak 9s and other versions of Altra's trail runners. And so this fits my foot really well, and for my feet, very comfortable, and comfortable enough that I decided, okay, this is going to be my shoe. And assuming that they don't change it anytime soon, then these are the shoes I'm going to be hiking in. And so after 500 miles or so, they really are at the end of their life. And so we have, I hike mostly in the Smoky Mountains, just to give you a little bit of background. And a lot of, probably 50% of my trail is going to be in kind of dirt or soft sand, that type of thing. And then probably another 25% is going to be on some rocks. And then the other 25% is going to be wet, and some sort of wet condition, whether it's stream crossings, whether it's creek crossings, whether it's just general wet. And so that can give you a little bit of idea of what the hiking that I've done in them. And so, to be honest with you, after 500 miles, the tread on these is actually pretty decent. It does have the Vibram soles. And so that, compared, again, this one is the worn shoe, 500 miles. This one is the new shoe. And so honestly, I've not really, because of the soft conditions of the soil, I've not really had that much wear out of the soles. And so still get a lot of grip out of these. The thing I would say about these shoes that I didn't like is going to be, so they are zero drop shoes, is going to be that the cushioning here, especially in the heel, because they are zero drop shoes, I tend to land a little bit harder on the heel, and this cushioning and foam in the heel compresses. And if you can see that, you can see how compressed, you can see it's even jutting out, like it's pushed it out right here. And that compresses a lot as compared to the new shoe. So the new shoe versus old shoe. You can see that really does compress down. And it even has done some in the toe box, but the heel especially. The heel compresses down, and then what ends up happening is that you don't get so much cushioning effect. And to me, that's why I bought the shoes. I really liked the cushioning effect. I really liked the give that they had in the heels, because again, with the zero drop shoe, I am kind of striking a little bit harder on the heel and not so much on the toe. And so that's the one thing I would say that I really wish was a little bit better about the shoes. And so overall condition of the shoe, you can see, after 500 miles, I really don't, this one here, because I tend to drag my left foot a little bit, this one, after about 200 miles, this came loose, and it stayed that. After another 300 or so miles, it stayed about the same, so it didn't come any more loose. But other than that, the condition of the shoes are fine. I don't have holes, and I am fairly clumsy. This maybe is coming loose a little bit. Shoelaces are still in decent shape. Overall condition, the tread's in decent shape. Overall condition is actually pretty good considering what I put these shoes through. What I did notice after probably about 400 miles, for some reason the shoelaces wouldn't stay tied, and I always do the hook, the heel lock. I always do heel locks, and I always usually do a single knot, just because I don't want once you start hiking and your feet start swelling up, I wanted a little bit of breathing room there. But I found that after probably about 400 miles, they just started coming untied for whatever reason, and I had to start doing double knots. And so that's fine. Honestly, it's not that big of a deal. And so I don't know if maybe the laces got a little bit of elastic in them or what, but you know, it's a good shoe. I like the shoe by Altra. Very comfortable. If you do have kind of flat feet and don't need a lot of arch support, these are the shoes for you. I did try on the Speed Goats, and the closest shoe to this is going to be like a Topo. That's going to be the closest shoe that I found to that. I did try on the Speed Goats. I tried on Hoka's. I tried on, you know, a variety of different shoes. Every shoe that Merrell's, everything that REI had, and these were the shoes that I found that fit my feet. And after 500 miles of hiking in these shoes, they sold me. And so I went back and bought another pair of them. And so there you go. That is a brief 5-minute review of the Altra Timp 5s after 500 miles. And let me know what you think about them, if you have them, if you like them, if you don't like them. I know shoes are a little bit specific to the user, so it's kind of hard to say these shoes are for you or not for you. But that's my take on them. And so hopefully you get some good reviews out of this and good information out of it, and you can use it. So anyway, I'll sign off. Till next time, y'all get out there and do some hiking. God bless.